Freedom Island. So the church that Evandro goes to, somebody donated a wheelchair van thing, so it's like a camper van, and then somebody added on top of it how there's like the machinery. Them vans are real tall at the top because there's like a machine that lifts and helps a wheelchair get up in it, and it's got a ramp that flips over and stores inside, and then you flip it out, and then there's like a pulley thing that helps the person get up the ramp, right? And somebody donated one of them to the church, and that's how they bring in, sometimes when they've got people that can't bring themselves in, and they want to come to services, they can go get them in the wheelchair van. And it's also started out as a camper van, so somebody was like kind of living in it, or it was like RV kind of thing. So it's not great, but it does have two things. One of them is that it has a thing you can sleep on. It has like a box thing that's built into it. Somebody's made it, like somebody stripped out whatever was in there, and then they built a wooden box, and that lifts up. So they've put a wooden box, it's like a plywood box, and it's got a lid that lifts up like a flip-up lid, like a toy box. And that's where your covers and your blankets and stuff like that goes. And then on top of it, they've hot glued like pieces of foam, that egg crate foam, and then they've put a foam-covered kind of mattressy top thing on top of it. And then they put a twin mattress on top of that, and it ain't bad. It really ain't bad. I've definitely slept on worse beds. It's skinny, so I am a little bit scared I'm going to fall out of it. But there is a couple of Rubbermaid bins in there that's got the stuff that doesn't fit. They couldn't afford to put in cabinets or anything in there, so they've got a couple of them plastic tubs, right? And it's got the snap-on lids, and that's where you put your camping stuff or whatever you're going to take with you if you're going to go on a weekend in this thing. So those tubs are in there. I can put them in the aisle next to where the bed thing is. So if I do start to go rolling and tumbling out, I'll run into the side of the van on one side, but if I go rolling the other way, at least I'll land on them tubs and not just smack on the floor. So I'll take it. I'll probably be very confused and it'll be dark and everything, but one thing at a time. It's got an LED light thing stuck on the wall. I don't know if you can call the side of a van a wall, but it's stuck on there up near the ceiling, and it just goes all the time, but it's real low light. It's like a 40 watt, and then it's got kind of a shaded thing over it, so it's not bad. It'll be on all the time, but at least that way I can see, because the back door of the van don't have any windows in it. So that's the security part of it, is because it's pretty heavy duty van, hard to break into, I think, because the fold out wheelchair van ramp thing comes in, and then there's all that stuff up on the top where they had to have the machinery and all that. So that gives it kind of like extra fortified, and then it securely fastens on the inside. You pull the doors in, and then there's like a drop bar that you can put over. So they could pull and pull and pull on them handles on the outside, but it's not going to come open because it latches on the inside. So the only place that a person could get in is the driver doors, but they do lock. The windows is good. And if somebody did decide that they was going to take a, pry bar or something and try and smash out the window and reach in to unlock it, there's all this stuff in here because they haven't used this van for a little while. They haven't had anybody that's needed it from the church for a little while. And some stuff is stored in here, like these bins, and there's some stuff, behind where the seats is at. So if a person tried to get in here, I would know it the minute that they broke the glass. I got that what do you call that? The PTSD. So any little noise like that, I just wake right up. They wouldn't know where they was at. I would be a little bit disoriented, but I would figure it out in a minute. I got that little light to help me, and I could raise up that bar and just go out the back of the van. They could just have whatever the hell's in there, you know. So maybe I'll have a bag or something hanging on there with my stuff, like my phone and stuff, so I could just, you know, make myself scarce. So that's the worst idea. But to be honest, this house ain't that secure. I mean, we can't get out the front door very good because of it got smashed up where somebody took a motorcycle and turned around backwards and run it into the door. So it's a mess here anyways, and not that super safe. So I'm just as safe in the van, I think. And the thing is, if we take that van over there and park it near where the work release center is, then I could get some kind of a white blouse and kind of make myself look a little bit like I'm a service worker. Evandro has a navy blue vest from where he worked at one of them home improvement stores. I can turn it inside out so it don't show what it says on it. And then I could put that over the white blouse. And I think that would make me look like I was waiting for a client that was going to a doctor's office or something like that. So I said to Evandro, instead of sneaking and hiding and looking like I'm not there, I would just take the van and just park it different places around in that area. And then I would just sit in the seat with my coffee and like a bag of chips and just look at my phone in the driver's seat and just look like I'm bored and look at my watch like I'm waiting on somebody. And somebody that saw me would just think I was waiting on somebody's grandma or taking somebody's auntie to the doctor or something like that. Or somebody else from the van had gone inside to help the person inside take their shower or do their safe home check or something like that. So Evandro said that he didn't think that made total sense, but I said, the people who are around here do not think that good. They're going to see it's like a church van and it's a lift van, and they're just going to not give it that much thought. You know, I'm just going to look like a bored person that's waiting on somebody. And we just move it around some, and I just act normal. And then if a cop or somebody comes along, they're just going to tell me I can't park it there. And I'm going to say I didn't understand. I think they're going to be nice because it's a church. The van's got everything. Like, it's got its registration. It's got all its stuff that it's supposed to have. My driver's license is from Indiana, but I imagine people do come up here to Michigan from Indiana, go back and forth. I don't think they're going to think that's a big deal. And I'll just tell them that I just come up here to stay for a little while in my friend's house and check out Detroit to see did I want to stay, and that I'm doing some volunteer work for the church, and we'll just leave it at that. So Evandro's worried about it. I can't say I'm super excited. I wasn't ready to get ready, but then when would I be ready if something like this didn't happen? And he doesn't think that his aunt and cousin will stay more than a day or two at the most. If they're even planning to stay with him, he don't know. We're going to be in phone contact and everything like that. And I said, I'm not going to try to infiltrate the criminal ring or anything. Don't worry. I'm just going to look, Evandro, and I'm going to look around, see what's in the neighborhood, maybe get out, stretch my legs, go down and get me some pop or some coffee and some chips, and just kind of get seen in the neighborhood a little bit, act normal, see what everything looks like, see what vehicles I see come and go, but look like not a spy and no binoculars, nothing like that. Just look around. And that's what I come up here to do. And now here's my opportunity, if you want to call it that. But that's what's happening. So I've got about 48 hours to get myself organized, to get the vest and the shirt and the snacks, and put some gas in the van, because I got to run the engine sometimes to keep it warm enough. I got some polar fleece and stuff. I don't think it's going to be a problem to stay warm with the windows up and everything. It's been unusually warmish winter, which is probably because they ruined the environment, or I guess I should say we ruined the environment, but that's helping me right now with this situation. And Lord knows I need all the help I can get. Oh, here she comes again. Hang on a minute. Oh, this poor lady's been over here 2 or 3 times. She's trying to find the food bank, and she thinks this house is the food bank. I think that driveway looks kind of the same, like where the phone pole is. And then there's like a mailbox, and that's the end of the driveway. It's all chipped and kind of, tore up at the bottom. And that's what ours looks like too. And I think she walks along the sidewalk, and then she just turns, and she don't look up to see where she's at. She just follows the driveway up. And then she goes pounding, knocking on our door. I bet she's going to do it again. Yep, here she goes. Okay, it's a minute. Hi, honey. How you doing? No, you don't. Well, come in here. No, look up. See where you're at? Yeah, look up. See how you're at a house? You're looking for the church. Ain't you looking for the church? That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Get you some groceries and so on. Yeah. Yeah, no, this ain't it. Here, turn around. No, not that way. That's the trash thing. Turn around this way. Look right here. See out behind that greenhouse? See about there you go. You can tell which one it is. It's got that window that's kind of like a pointier on the top. See how these windows here's a real square, and you look over there and it's a more pointier one. That's right. Well, it's easy mistake to make. I can see how. No, it's no problem. Nope, you're not bothering me. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm glad to help. I've not been here very long myself. I don't know where things is at myself. No, it's all right. It's all right. Well, you take care too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're going to be okay? You look like you're just a little bit, you're not feeling good, a little bit dizzy, or you all right? All right, till you get over there, you don't, just get hold of that thing and then just come around there. There you go. You all right now? Gonna be all right? Okay, you go over there. See, peck on that door right over there. Yeah, I know you know. You look very smart. I'm sure you got it. Okay. You take care. Okay, you too. Bye-bye. That's okay. No, it's all right. No, nobody mad at you. It's all right. You take care. Poor thing. Oh, mercy. She's all messed up on something. I hope they'll... She says she's looking for the food bank, but I think they ought to take her over to that net safety or whatever that's called, where they don't take them to jail, but they take them to the mental health center or something like that, and they put them in a 24-hour watch, and they watch over them and keep them safe and stuff like that, because when people's all messed up like that, other people take advantage of them, and it's not really to keep them away from other people. She's just all kind of messed up and woozy and, confused and stuff like that. But there's bad people, and they'll take advantage of people that's like that, that's kind of messed up. So maybe if she goes over there, they'll have the safety people come. If there is, sometimes they don't have nobody to send. But if they do, maybe that'd be the best thing. And then they can give her something to eat over there and calm her down and kind of get her maybe they get her like a motel voucher or something if she don't have nowhere to sleep, or I don't know. There's a lot of people around here, they've got bad problems, really bad problems.